I have officially been monetized on YouTube for 2 years. So I think it's time to spill the tea on whether I think it's worth it to stick it out and grow a channel on YouTube. So if you're new here, real quick, my name is Jess and I'm a stay-at-home mom. My whole journey on YouTube has been a little bit of a roller coaster. So let's actually break it down, how I got started, my monetization journey, all of that fun stuff. I actually started my YouTube channel in January of 2023 after being laid off from a tech job. I wanted to create, various income streams for myself so that I was never in a situation again where I was 100%, dependent on a company, their income. So I thought, you know what, why not? Let's give it a shot. I created all sorts of content, from vlogs to what I eat in a day to books I was reading, reviewing them. Spoiler, my first few videos were really bad. Please don't go back and watch them. Then I finally made this video on 10 easy side hustles I've been trying since being laid off. And that video ultimately ended up going viral. It has over 1 million views. I think we're close to like 1.3 million views. It helped me gain thousands and thousands of subscribers and ultimately helped me break the monetization requirements. So I ended up getting monetized just about 6 months after starting my YouTube channel in June of 2023. It's now June of 2025, so I have officially been monetized for 2 years. So my first 6 months being monetized were actually pretty crazy because I remember watching some other people's videos on like my first YouTube paycheck, how much, to expect getting paid in the beginning when you first get monetized. So I was expecting to make like 50 bucks, maybe 100 bucks. My first month I made $628. That was just like mind blowing to me because again, I did not think I was going to make that much money, especially at my first month being monetized. Throughout the rest of the year, I continued to have crazy high days that I was making even up to $100. I think one of my highest days was like $102 in a single day. And I ended up finishing my first year, which was again, only 6 months of being monetized, making $8,078. So it was just very, very mind blowing to me that I was able to start making such great money from YouTube right off the bat. However, you have to remember that I was having this video, the 10 easy side hustles video, going crazy, going viral and making like 95% of my YouTube income. In fact, if we look at my YouTube analytics briefly and you look at the second half of 2023 when I was actually monetized, of that $8,000, 7,086 of it was from 10 easy side hustles video. So that really just goes to show like how heavily of an impact a viral video can have on your channel. Okay, so moving on to 2024, my grand total for that year was $15,179. And again, I had only been monetized for about 6 months at this point. I was making like pretty solid, pretty good income, pretty soon after getting monetized. And I know like not a lot of people can say that. So I was just really, really stoked about how my channel was performing, the momentum I was gaining. And this is just from Google ad revenue. It has nothing to do with brand sponsorships or affiliate marketing or anything else that I may have been doing on the side. Like that's pretty freaking awesome. But again, my 10 easy side hustles video carried majority of that income. So that video alone in 2024 made me $13,453, which is like 90% of that income. So of course I have other videos making me additional income as well. But truly, if you look at like my next highest, it's my how to make friends video, which is kind of random. That one made me $171. That's my next highest video. Like, see the discrepancy here? If you have a video going viral and getting thousands and thousands, if not 1 million views, like it can significantly impact your channel for better or for worse. And I just want to pause here to say that matters. So if you make a video that is super niched, like my video about 10 easy side hustles, I created my YouTube channel not with the intention of being like financial literacy type of topics. I actually wanted to make more like vlogs and days in my life, but those just like weren't gaining momentum for me. So that's why I made that other video. And that has like impacted the way that I've shifted my channel and the reason why I have, started creating more of this niche of video. So be wary and mindful of the types of content that you create. And if you really want your channel to be like a specific niche, like just vlogs or something like that, I would caution against making something that's outside of your normal niche because you never know, it could go viral and then you might need to like shift your video content to that niche, if that makes sense. And moving on to 2025. So this is where things get kind of interesting. So far this year in 2025, we are in beginning of July, I've made $2,362. Now this is down quite a bit from both my first 6 months being monetized as well as 2024. And the reason for that is my side hustles video has significantly tapered off in views. And actually, if we look at it from a ratio perspective, about $1,000 of that is from the 10 Easy Side Hustles video. Instead of it being 90% of my YouTube income, it's actually more like 50%. This is all just to say, like, views come and go. Videos might go viral, they might not. It's actually kind of a good thing. I'm kind of glad in a sense that it's slowing down, because I want to see some of my other video topics that I talk about on my channel like start to prosper more and gain me subscribers and gain me views that are not just like 100% focused on the like 10 Easy Side Hustles video. This has significantly impacted my experience as being a YouTube creator. It's helped me actually think about my YouTube channel as more than just a creative outlet, but also a business. And that means doing things like understanding my analytics, understanding what's working for my channel, and actively trying to improve it. So obviously I have made a good amount of money from YouTube, but of course there are some downsides. So let's talk about some of the negatives of becoming a YouTuber. First off, it does take time, dedication, consistency to creating videos. For me, I actually sit down and I research ideas and topics, and I spend time writing a script or at least an outline for my videos. And then there's, you know, sitting down, filming and editing. It typically takes me between like 30 and 45 minutes to film a video. Editing takes a lot of time. It's something that I actually personally don't enjoy doing very much. So I actually recently just hired an editor. She's really awesome and makes my videos look amazing. But that's definitely something that you have to take into account, is the time that it's going to take to research ideas, come up with strong topics, scripts, film the videos, edit the videos, etc. There's also a bit of an emotional toll, because you might have a video that flops. In fact, not might, you will have videos that flop and don't gain momentum. And the reality is that, you know, it takes time to grow a YouTube channel. It's not really like TikTok or some of those other platforms where you can like go viral overnight. So a lot of times you'll see some slow growth, and that can take a really big mental toll on you. You really have to be consistent, be determined, and truly just keep going. So circling it all back to, is it still worth it to be a YouTuber in 2025? I think, you know, you really do have to weigh the pros and cons. Personally, I think yes. Like, of course, I have personally seen success. I've seen growth. I've made money from my YouTube channel, and that alone makes it worth it to me. The fact that I've been able to be a stay-at-home mom, stay home with my daughter, and still be making money and income for myself is a huge, huge win. And that's like truly all I want in life. But of course, you are gonna have to, like anything in life, weigh the pros and cons, because it's not just a simple, quick sit down and film for 30 minutes. So for me, yes, I think it is worth it, and I absolutely love having a YouTube channel. And if you do want to get to this point of where I am, my 2 cents of advice is just keep going. And if you are still watching this video and you want an even more thorough step-by-step guide of how to, you know, build a successful YouTube channel, I do have a digital product on this topic. I think it's really, really helpful. It really lays out like picking a strong niche, making really strong video ideas, and all of that good stuff. So if you want to buy that, I will link it down in my description box. Hopefully it helps you out with your YouTube channel. Okay, I think that is everything for today's video. If you guys found it interesting or useful, etc., make sure you hit the thumbs up button. If you have any questions for me, I'm happy to answer them down in the comments. But that is it for now, and thank you so much for watching, and I will catch up with you next time.